The city of Graz, Austria hosted the final race of the 2019 City Mountainbike Eliminator World Cup. Graz, the second largest city of Austria, with the largest still existing medieval city centre in Europe, and the World Cup City Mountainbike organizers chose the Karmeliterplatz as the heart of this season's apotheosis. And although the women's and men's white jerseys were slightly ahead of the competition in the standings, they still had to be cautious in this last race of the season to secure possible 2019 World Cup glory.
I'm really excited, but I know I have to make everything right today, and I'm fully focused, and we'll see.
I'm slightly ahead of the second and third, but basically I'm here to have fun. The immediate chasers in the standings were all present in Graz, and even if they had to hope for a complete off day of the leaders, they were anxious to perform well and end this season in a victorious way.
It's a tough track, really tough track, with a long climb at the end of the track, and with a good last straight line. But I think today it's the most stronger rider who will take the win. We have one chance left, and that's today. It will be hard for the GC, but still, I mean, it's a race and we want to fight all. And Tito and Hugo and me, we are very close in points still. So if something strange happens, I have to be there, and well, at least I will try to give it all today.
The big goal is to beat Marion, then I will keep my second place. And otherwise I'm third, and then that's really good too.
Everything is open, so let's see.
Amongst the absentees, Belgian rider Jay Bitterbier, who was hospitalized for a couple of days and wasn't recovered enough to compete. But his fellow World Cup riders had a message for him.
Hey Jay, get well soon. See you next year.
In the qualifications, it was Gaia Tormena being the fastest of the women, 2.5 seconds faster than the rest. I'm used to this kind of competition now. We have the routine now. I know what to do to come through the day. And that reflects in the results. In the men's qualification, there was no shock result, with Hugo Briata having a clear winning time.
I like the track here in Graz. Last year I made a strong race. Today I was focused on the time trial because, you know, the start line is very important today. And yeah, of course, I tried to beat my time of last year, but I think I've made the same time approximately at 0.001. So let's see next year.
One surprise in the quarterfinals, the elimination of Felix Klausman because of an early fall in the first turn. He lost important time and wasn't able to catch up and qualify for the semi-finals. A disappointing end of the season for the German rider.
It's my fault. I know that the corner is a little bit slippery, so I changed my wheels, but it was too much risk and now I crashed.
Let's move on to the women's semi-finals with Gaia Tormena, Lucy Vesela and Clara Brame competing in the first one. With 2 out of 3 qualifying for the final, it was clear that Tormena and Brame would push through to the big final, and so they did. Vesela came too short to trouble her competitors. The World Cup trophy was a fact for Tormena on this physical, demanding course. The course is very hard, like in Volterra. And you feel it in the legs. Very good. I gave it all and it all came out. In the second women's semi we saw Irina Popova, Marion Fromberger and Ella Holmegert in the starting boxes. Being there, Fromberger assured her third overall podium spot, and maybe it was this knowledge that blocked her legs to qualify for the big final. Popova and Holmegert went through to the big Graz final.
I'm very happy, but second lap I very full gas, but I need in final.
Yeah, I'm really happy, and this means that I'm second in the overall, so this is like a win to me, and I'm just so happy.
With Olstam, Briata, Vodolaha and Steibel in the first men's semi-final, we got explosive competitors on the course, and the Swedish Anton Olstam confirmed his growing condition. Together with Hugo Briata, he thundered through the narrow Graz streets and qualified for the big final.
This is the last race for the year, so I give the all and say hope for the best results.
Reaching the big final, Briata secured his World Cup title.
I try to stay focused and I take a lot of fun. There is a lot of people today. It's really amazing.
Van Eck, Perret-Gagné, Gegenheimer and Flamand spiced the second semi-final, where at least one big name would be eliminated. This semi was by far the most tight one, with three men giving it all, pushing and racing as if it was to stay alive. The numerous spectators along the course got the show they came for, and it was finally Van Eck and Perret-Gagné qualifying for the big final.
It was a cool one, a really nice one, very fast one, a tactical one. Yes, it was close, it was tough. I take my first goal of this weekend. I take part of all the final around the season, and yes, it's a good one for me today.
In the women's big final with Tormena, Holmegaard, Popova and Brehm, the main question was if someone would be able to beat the almost unstoppable Gaia Tormena. Popova showed a great shape, Holmegaard was greedy for a second World Cup race win, or would Brehm find the very last power in the legs to surprise the other three? Tormena and Holmegaard battled for the last victory of the season, and what a superb battle we got until the very last meter with a sprint won by an inch by Ella Holmegaard. Holmegaard was happy with the victory, Tormena with her World Cup title.
Yeah, it's been a good day and I really grown into every race. And I'm just so happy. Where's Lippe?
I did it! It was an unbelievable season.
Une saison inimaginable.
This last result was very, very good. I am super happy.
Très contente, super contente.
In the men's big final, Briata could have chosen for a controlling attitude against his teammate Perret-Gagné, Van Eck and Olstam. But Hugo the Panther had his attacking and winning mode button turned on. Olstam consumed too much energy before the big final and wasn't able to keep up till the end, but Briata, Perret-Gagné and Van Eck raced side by side. It was only in the last climb towards the Karmeliterplatz that Briata was able to put his final jump and winning just before Titu and Jeroen. For Hugo Briata, this win was the icing on a gorgeous 2019 World Cup cake.
I knew it was a good track for me, but I knew there was strong riders with me. Johan was very strong, Titouan. We had some fight all the season, so yeah, I'm really happy. I play like I like to play, and that's amazing.
With this World Cup season now finalized, we already are looking forward to the 2020 edition, and the organizers promise even better fireworks.
We are so happy. It was incredible to see the finals here in Graz again. All the riders go to the end, even the last rounds, they give all their energy. You can see that these are all really top athletes. We are so proud to host our guys. They are really the athletes of the future.
Before heading to the final podium, men and women, let's flash back on the 2019 World Cup Championship with Jeroen van Eck and Marion Fromberger winning in Barcelona, Spain. Hugo Briata and Gaia Tormena being the best in Villard-de-Lans, France, and also in Volterra, Italy. The highest podium step in Valkenswaard, the Netherlands, was for Simon Gegenheimer and Ella Holmegaard. Fabrice Mels and Gaia Tormena won in Winterberg, and the victory flowers and the champagne shower in Graz, Austria were for Hugo Briata and Ella Holmegaard. The overall winners of the 2019 City Mountainbike Eliminator World Cup were for France Hugo Briata and for Italy Gaia Tormena. This was a fantastic season. It was my first year and we didn't think it would turn out like this. I won my first appearance in Villars. I watched the race in Barcelona on my laptop.
Du computer, du portable.
We then decided to compete this championship. I became Italian and European champion and was selected for the World Championship, which I won. And now the World Cup. It's incredible, and I cannot believe I have the same jersey of the big cross-country races and winning the cup. I saw Jeroen van Eck winning last year.
This was an amazing season. I have no word for that. At the beginning, I wasn't hoping such a season. I had to manage race after race to redefine my main objectives, and finally it was like you know, some extra pressure on me. I came this weekend with a lot of super idea in mind, but also a lot of stress, and I'm really happy to end like this. It's super cool.
Nice words to end the season with. See you next year for the 2020 City Mountainbike Eliminator World Cup. Bye-bye!